Kwesi Adofo-Mensah has had some pretty decent undrafted free agent classes the last couple of years, and this year could be the same. There are potentially three or more, but for sure, we're going to talk about three in today's video that have a chance to sneak onto the 53-man roster. So let's get right into it. Before we do, shout out to our affiliate partners at Green Gridiron. If you want one of these many helmets, the link for that is in the comment section. Hit that link, use the promo code MINSYN, MINSYN, at checkout to receive a discount on your purchase. If you don't want this helmet, that's okay because they have all 32 NFL team helmets. They also have college football team helmets, and if you're feeling crazy, they have fully customizable ones. So if you need a gift for somebody or you want something for yourself, Green Gridiron is the place for you. Just hit that link in the comment section. Use the promo code MINSYN, MINSYN, at checkout to receive a discount on your purchase. So, the Minnesota Vikings officially saw their whole roster return to the field on Tuesday as veterans reported for training camp. However, not all of those veterans will be on the 53-man roster when the regular season gets rolling. Here's a look at three undrafted free agents who could steal roster spots from those veterans this season. The first and foremost being a guy that we've talked about when we signed him as an undrafted free agent. I think he brings a lot of upside to this organization, especially in the special team department. That's wide receiver Silas Bolden or Silas Bolden. I'm pretty sure it's Silas Bolden. If I said his name wrong, I completely apologize. But the Vikings have opted so far not to re-sign their primary punt returner, Brandon Powell, this offseason. It indicates that they think they have upgraded the position, at least at this point, with training camp about to really ramp up this weekend. Wide receiver Silas Bolden seems to be the most sensible player to take over the position right now after proving to be an electrifying return man during his collegiate career. Bolden led the SEC in punt returns with 30 and punt return yards with 315 while taking one punt to the house during the Peach Bowl against Arizona State. Of course, Jalen Nailor could take on the punt return role in Minnesota, but with his offensive role likely increasing with Jordan Addison probably being suspended, the Vikings may want to save Jalen Nailor's leg for the offense. Now, Bolden can also mix it up in the offense by giving J.J. McCarthy a deep option with his extreme speed and soft hands. He's an interesting fit in a Vikings offense that will be completely new, be a completely new look in 2025 compared to what we've seen the past few years. The next undrafted free agent that could potentially sneak onto the 53-man roster is outside linebacker Tyler Batty. Once again, the Vikings seem to have landed the cream of the crop at the linebacker position in this undrafted free agent class. Of course, other than Ivan Pace, that status hasn't exactly led to a ton of production on the field at this point, but it is still something Vikings fans like to get excited about. Things could be different this year too with Tyler Batty. Batty is a guy who can step up to the line of scrimmage and make plays as a run stopper or pass rusher. And at 6'6", his length is very difficult to deal with, even for the best offensive tackles. So that's another upside. There's a guy that is kind of lurking. There's a chance he makes the roster, and it would be a good depth piece to have at the linebacker position. And lastly, we have one other guy that could sneak onto the 53-man roster. That's interior offensive lineman Zeke Correll or Corral, I believe is how you say his name. Zeke Correll spent the first 5 seasons of his collegiate career at Notre Dame before transferring to NC State in 2025. Throughout his career, Correll has shown an ability to play all across the interior offensive line, making starts at both guard and center. That type of versatility is what the Vikings tend to look for with their reserve interior offensive linemen like Austin Schlottman, Blake Brandel, Michael Juergens, just to name a few from the past couple years. Now, Minnesota also doesn't have a true veteran at the backup center position this year either, behind Ryan Kelly. And as we all know, Ryan Kelly battled through injuries in 2024, and Will Freeze suffered a tibial fracture, which ended his year. So extra bodies on the interior offensive line could be the must for the Vikings to ensure any potential injuries to come back to haunt them. This would be an absolute home run signing, a home run addition to the 53-man roster because we've talked about it in the past. We need the depth on the offensive line. Every team needs depth at the offensive line because if one person goes down and you don't have that depth, it could be a long rest of the season. And we don't want that. And if Zeke Correll can at least hold his own, if you will, or be somewhat productive, it would make a lot of sense to keep him on the roster. And I think he's going to make the 53-man roster. You guys let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Drop a like and subscribe to the channel. It'd be much, much appreciated. Have a great rest of the night, folks, and Skol Vikes.